Hey, it's Girl Mooney 69 Ways, and I am here with the crew, the Lawrence Report and Vacay JTB, and we are here to talk about the last three episodes of Ironheart, episodes 4 through 6. Hey, fellas, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling about this, the last three episodes, whole overall season of Ironheart? Are you satisfied? Did your appetite, did, did they satisfy your appetite? Okay, that's the
Um,
question.
ep-
Lawrence.
what's up, party people? What's up, party people? Episode. I'm gonna put it like this right here. Episode 6 had me wanting more. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay, Jay.
Yeah, I mean, we finally got what we've been waiting for all these years. And I think the last three episodes for me was better than the first three. I
Mm-hmm.
think the first three were definitely the setup. Of course, that last one kind of was the pre-turn up. But
Mm-hmm.
overall, like I give Ironheart like a solid 8.5. And we got that ending that we needed. And I was like, but I wanted to see more. That's why I gave it 8.5. I wanted to see more of that person that came at the end. I wanted to see more action, but I guess again, it's just the introduction.
Yeah, so I'll give it the overall 9. I give it a 9.
Okay.
I like that. Yeah, like you said, some things you want to see more of, and some things was kind of rushed,
Mm-hmm.
understandably, but you trying to get to this part. But yeah, so I agree. I wanted to see more. Like one more episode wouldn't hurt. That's all I
Right.
was like. One more episode wouldn't hurt. But yeah,
Yeah.
we about to get into it. So 4, 5, 6, bad magic, karma's a glitch. The past is the past. So yes, we not going scene by scene. We just gonna go some highlights. So we meet Zelma Stanton. This is what's her name?
Zelma
Maggie.
Stanton.
You
Yep.
talking about the person's name?
No, her mother.
Oh,
Madeline.
I forgot. Forgot her mother.
Look, Madeline. Her
Okay.
mom
Madeline.
by Cree Summer.
Free Summer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we meet Zama. So what are y'all thoughts on Zama? I like her. She cool. I
I
was
think
like, yo.
I think the situation was Zelma Staten is going to potentially set up. I read a rumor about this a while back about Doctor Strange Academy that could be a show. They've been struggling between that and it was Nova. They was trying to figure out which one they want to be their next Disney Plus show. Strange Academy. Strange Academy. That's what I think about. This could lead into Strange Academy, which I'm hoping it will, because we'll get a chance to learn about more magic in the
Yep.
MCU. I thought this character was great. It caught me by surprise by who she was, but then I put the piece together. I was like, okay, now it makes sense. Now I see what they're hopefully trying to set up.
Jay, what you think of Zama?
Oh, I love her. I love her. Like she's spunky, she's spicy, she's like, I could have went to school, I could have, learned more, but you dropped out of school. And she's like, I dropped out of school to raise you. Like she seems super excited to do the magic, to put it all together to help. She's very helpful, very, enthusiastic about it. And that's what I love about her energy. And she knows her stuff. Like she knows what she's doing for the most part. For the most part, she knows what
For
she's
the
doing.
most
She
part.
still has
Yeah.
to learn a little bit more, but I
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
her energy as far as her excitement to do more, to help out, to take it to the next level. She's very anxious, and we saw the end credit scene, which we'll talk about later.
We'll talk about it
And
later,
she's
yeah.
super, super just anxious again, just like I want to do more, I want to do more, I want to do more. But I love her. I love her. I hope we get
Yes.
that Strange Academy. I did hear about that too. I hope we do get that,
Mm-hmm.
because again, we're
I'll be
into the
down for
magic.
it.
Yeah, we're into the
Uh,
magic, man. Like, give us more magic.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I love to see her. And I like how she just went into already knew what Riri had in her pocket, and she did this travel spell to the Western Vortex of Neverish. I'm like, okay, you could have given somebody a warning. I'm like, because I'm
Right.
watching like, whoa. But yeah, so it was good. She said her mother said this is her own magic. She learned from old witch books and baby witch off TikTok. Is hilarious. Um, yeah. So her magic is so subtle. It's
Mm.
not like bam, boom, like that. Cause like at one point, like you see her got them goggles on. Cause the second watch, I ain't noticed at first. When she did like a peekaboo moment, it went to her glasses. I'm like, oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, she was doing a lot of stuff real fast. Like she
Right.
made that thing into like a little
Catch up
peach in the
into
restaurant and she ate it.
tomato, yeah.
Yeah, tomato, yeah.
Yeah, that was yeah. That's why I said her. I like her magic. It's and this is her own, so that's kind of interesting as well. So she is like what you call unorthodox she,
Yeah.
magic. And when they found,
She's like a DIY magic.
yeah,
Like she'll make it up. It's not like the official spell, but it's like yeah, if I put this together, put that together, you know. You know how we do
right?
as a people. That's why I appreciate it because we as a people, that's what we do. We'll invent something that didn't
Oh yeah,
exist off of things that don't go together.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Um. Okay. No, Jay. No, you're not.
Okay, thank you.
I saw the message. Like, wait, what was
Thank you.
that?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, so when Madeline, her mother, found out what kind of cloth, because Riri bought that little cape cloth, and they said, wrap, we gonna go right back up to the store, we're gonna wrap this up. And she said there's no like such thing as bad tech, it's just bad people doing bad tech, but it's some such thing as bad magic, she said, because
Yeah.
no, this is not good. So yeah. That was a cute scene. Meeting Zelma, and I love her little one-liners. Poor Ezekiel, aka Joe. Poor Joe. He's in Cook County Jail. Yeah, that's a real jail here.
Okay.
I'm like, not the county. I was like, oh, look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. 8th grade field trip. Guess we ain't go to no Six Flags. We went to the Cook County Jail.
Wow.
That's how bad my class was.
Was that like a scared straight type of thing? They like the one that scared you straight.
Like.
I don't know if y'all remember that show back in the day.
I
they took kids. Okay.
I remember. Yeah.
If you've seen the original one, it was way worse than the second one in I think it was the 90s or something. But the original one, the one from the 80s, man, they was crazy. But okay, they scared you straight.
Yeah, look, our class needed, because I can tell you about some of the people in my class that ended up they ain't doing great. Let's just say that. But yeah, so Riri found out he's in the county jail. He saw it on the news because at first she went to his house and the neighbor said, yeah, when she heard his real name, she like, oh snap. And then she went there and she couldn't really, she had nothing much to say. She couldn't really say nothing because it's her fault. She promised with the whole skin mash thing she left behind on the last job. And yeah, poor things in county jail. Didn't get a visit from Parker. Parker trying to, make him a deal, said come work on the crew as our tech guy. We get you out of here. You busted out. Poor I ain't gonna say poor. I just said why he so trusting Parker and his crew so fast. That's why I'm like, oh no, especially getting to a machine and they and you see how no. What y'all thoughts on that? Cause
I just want to say I think he was down on his luck, Ezekiel Stain. You know what I'm saying? He was trying his best not to fall into his father's footsteps. You know what I'm saying? He even took on another name like Joe. You know what I'm saying? Because he was, I guess you could say, not necessarily proud of the father's legacy, but we know later on he's going to fall into the father's trap, basically following into his footsteps. You know what I'm saying? So I just think whenever you're in a situation like that, whoever can help you out, I guess you're going to take that deal.
Well, yeah, but to trust them with machinery to change my insides, like, oh no.
Now,
I guess you, like you said, he desperate, I guess.
I definitely wouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying?
It's one thing to get me out.
It's one thing to get me out, but you sticking machinery and needles in me about changing my DNA. I don't know about that one.
I think his motivation was just getting Riri back. That was the pure motivation. So once he saw a dude reappear in the whole nine, he's like, all right, well, I mean, I don't got nothing else to lose. Like, what else? You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to get at Riri, I'm going to follow whatever Slug is going to do to me. But he was already the thing about it is he was already working on it. He already had that tech in his arm. So They just took it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? So with all of that, it's like trusting. That's not even a question right now. It's just like, okay, what I got to do to get this chick back for getting me locked up? Because if it wasn't for you, I kind of owe you now, Parker, for getting me out, and I owe you guys. So now I got to do what I got to do. But he shouldn't have trusted them all the way. To be a tech guy and to not know you had remote in you, a remote like thing, the voice control. Like, yeah, dog, you really was just like, yeah, do whatever you want to me. Like, bruh, you bugging.
He just told Slug to just follow the codes and stuff that I gave you.
Right.
And we see Slug change the admin name.
Yeah.
To Parker.
Yes.
Like,
crazy.
That's grimy.
Yeah.
I'm like, Ezekiel, what we gonna do with you?
Yeah.
This is what it all went down at White Castle. Okay. When I saw the episode, I'm like, dang, I just had White Castle 2 days ago.
I haven't had it in years.
Loaded fries is fire.
Oh, they got loaded fries now? That's how long I haven't been there, because I didn't even know they got loaded fries, yo.
Yeah, so Riri and Zelma is hanging out and eating, talking, and she brought up Dormammu and what's his name? Caecilius. Yeah, Caecilius.
Okay.
And just trying to figure out what is this cape is from, this piece of cloth, or where it could come from what I guess realm, dimension, whatever. And yeah, so she's talking about that, and then all of a sudden, the crew, Parker crew, roll up on her. First, it was the twins. I don't even know if they twins, the siblings, the blood siblings. Yeah.
I've been calling them twins too, Mo. My bad. I've been calling them twins as well.
Yeah, you can blame it on me, because that's what I said in our first live. I was like, yeah, the blood twins, and you corrected me. You was like siblings. I was like, so yeah,
right. It was blood siblings. I'm like, no, they do not get not twins
at all.
And then we had Clown with her explosive.
I like Clown, man. I just like her personality. You know what I'm saying? I just like how she's like, you think this door is gonna stop me? Come on, like she's so jokey, but she's trying to take your life.
She said, hurry up, I got a date. We gotta get this over right. I got a date. I'm like, date with who? With Zeke? With Zeke?
Somebody out here choosing her. Somebody.
Child, probably, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Ezekiel. But yeah, so everything, it was all going down in White Castle. They told everybody to get out. Okay, even ruffle up a few customers. Okay, and it was funny because the Bobsy twins, they got caught up in her tech bubble. That was funny because she said they said something about girl genius. She gonna be on the news. She said my death would not make the news. And then Clown coming in talking about she got a date, and this is where she tells Clown about, like, why are you like trying to unalive me for John? And John is the one who unalived Stewart, aka Rampage. So she told that to Clown. So we know Clown gonna remember that later. So so, and then we also have Slug took the suit with AI Natalie.
Yep.
Inside. So Natalie trying to get out the I guess the whatever's containing the suit in the truck. And all that happening, we see eventually Riri escape, trying to get into a car. And then we see Slug trying to run her down. And then eventually the suit broke free. She got the suit, grabbed her up. She did a flip, turned around, hit the ground, make the truck flip. And then she also flipped the bird, which was iconic.
My favorite part.
Yeah.
And then Slug eventually got the car, and then they was like, nope. I'm like, right, because you a hacker, not a unaliver.
Right. You don't know how to fight. You don't know how to battle. You better run. You better run.
Hey there,
Yeah.
Daria.
What's up, Daria? Yeah, I like that part. Like Natalie broke out of flew out of the truck,
Yes.
engulfed her into the suit, which I like. We saw that on the third episode when she came and saved her from, the whole carbon dioxide thing.
Carbon dioxide, yeah.
Yeah, and then did it again. And Riri's like, okay, I got the suit now. Let me turn. Wow, I was like, yeah. That was to me that was like a Ryan Coogler, Black Panther-ish type of thing. That was kind of how I recognized it was like a Black Panther Ryan, because Black Panther kind of did the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was
dope.
Definitely a cultural moment, but the whole flipping, the suit, the middle finger,
yeah,
to the haters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Big moment right there that I love so much. I wish I could just continue to play it on loop. So probably one of my favorite scenes of the entire series.
Yeah, my thumbnail has Riri with the bird, but I didn't put the bird. I like the bird you put on there, but I just put it like a shade with the smiley face on it. It's like, all y'all haters.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we also get to see Ezekiel in his new getup. Okay, do y'all like it? Because it's like half man and half robot. Do y'all like how he looks?
I like
with
it.
The new cut and everything.
The cut could use some work, but but other than that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I remember seeing that the images from that comic where they're literally lasers inside of at the tip of his fingernails. You know what I'm saying? Just like the comic. So I thought they did a real good job at trying to design him. They didn't give him like the entire full suit, but they gave us enough to the imagination, which I thought was very, very dope.
Yeah, he basically, instead of rocking a suit like his father did, that old clunky old ironmonger suit, you know what I'm saying, with that little head, you open up the helmet, it's a little head with the big body, right? They basically put the suit inside of his body.
Exactly.
That's what I like.
Which is super dope. Like I thought it was fire. Like, the way he was just sending, it was electricity, but I want more stuff to come out of there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he got missiles in his arms. I don't know.
He said later he got $1 billion in him and a lot of anger. Okay.
Yeah, he got those missiles back at the bunker.
We got more to come.
Yeah. That's what I like.
He basically is a human android when you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And he broke little Riri, who was on low power. Hustled all the way down. Like, oh no. And then it tore that spinal cord out. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like,
That's the crazy part, because he knows each and every part to take out specifically to disable everything, which is wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, to have an enemy know every part of you and know your weakness, yeah, dog. Like, you are not going to defeat them at all, and it didn't happen.
So, what do y'all think of him not unaliving her?
I mean, I guess you can say there's a little bit of good. You know what I'm saying? Left in him a tiny bit, because he told her, "Yo, you got to skip town. You got to leave town." It was so bad for Riri. She left the suit in the middle of the street. So I'm like, well, who came by to get the suit?
She took the main part, the AI part, heart, whatever.
Yeah, she took the main part, but it's an android, but it's still a little bit of good human side in there, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not totally menacing like Parker or like his father. Like, he actually does care. He actually does care. He was mad about the fact that he got locked up.
Yeah.
But, at the end of the day, he really doesn't want to take her out like that. And then if he did, then we wouldn't have the rest of the story. So we needed him to keep her alive so we could get the rest of the story. But yeah, they will meet again. Hopefully, we get a season 2. The writer, Shanaka Hodges, he said, the only way we're going to get a season 2 is if you guys keep watching it. So if you like Ironheart, we got to keep watching over and over and over and over, just let it run or whatever. So we can get a season 2, and then we can see what happens with their relationship,
Right. Yep.
Poor thing. Yeah. Okay, so we just going to get to reread low points, okay? Because we know that episode 4, this is when she knows she messed up with the whole John thing, leaving him behind. They said she thinks she unalive him. I don't think so, but that's just me. I think she got out of there. The door was still open when she left out, so he could have hobbled over there to the door and got out. But that's just me. I don't think she unalive him. But anyway, he's no longer here with us, so she is going through it, and with that whole trying to protect her family and friends, especially the loved ones, the one she loved, and she also trying to figure out the cloth of his cape, like trying to destroy it. So she tried cold acid, biological. She was sound. She was trying everything to see where this cape is from. So
Yeah.
she was going through that, and she just like she felt like she like a failure, or she don't know what to do, and she has like anxiety, panic attack about it, and she trying to keep her mom and loved ones safe by getting them the wristband that create this bubble as you see in this picture. And it freaked her mom out because the mom was watching something, some kind of show. I forgot one of them shows. And they heard a gunshot, and then it went off. And then Riri sleeping in. It's so bad that Riri is not getting no sleep. She's sleeping in her suit. She's paranoid. She knocked her mother's door down, running in with the suit. Then her and the mom had to talk. Like, it's a lot of stuff she had to deal with. And then at one point when she had a panic attack, AI Natalie took her to the junkyard and went to go get Xavier. Xavier got in there, so he said, "Do not do that again, boy." I'm like, I felt that boy. I'm like, yo. And then AI Natalie revealed herself, and then Xavier is not feeling it. He said it's just horrible. He's like, why delete it? She had to deal with that.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh. And I ain't like the way she talked to her mama when they left the magic shop. Like, girl, she has all this, like she wanted to do it all on herself, and they trying to help her. It's like, and she's not dealing with the trauma and the real Natalie and Gary of it all. So it's just like, and then they kind of help her through it, after a while. Then AI Natalie show her the good memories when they went to the garage of her and Gary, when she was a little girl, which was sweet.
Very
and
touching.
They was listening to Leon Bridges' Brown Skin Girl, which was cute. And then we see how she got her nickname Ironhead. She fell into the tool thing, then the wrench fell on her head, and he gave her the nickname, so which was sweet. Yeah, so what are y'all thoughts on this low points, Riri's low points of it all?
I just want to say, like you said, Mo, Riri was going through it, but I think Riri is fighting demons, like literally. You know what I'm saying? And it's the trauma from everything that happened with the stepfather and Natalie. And the reason why she built the suit is try to protect the community, try to protect her mother, the people that she loved. And I can't lie, when she was going through this, y'all, I'm gonna keep it a bean. I felt bad for her. Like, I felt genuine sadness for Riri because I felt like the whole world was crashing on her. And I know a lot of it is her fault. Some of it is her fault, you know what I'm saying, with her linking up with the hood. But then again, I understand why, because she needed the money, and to build these suits is money and cost. I just felt bad for Riri, but I know a lot of it is dealing with the trauma that she's trying to face. And then she's a genius, and I just felt bad for her.
Is she trying to face it? I think she could try a little harder, but Jay, what say you?
Yeah, this is definitely, I want to say, what most of us kind of go through, right? We have a traumatic moment in our lives that affects our family and it affects us. So instead of facing it, most of us run from it. Most of us redirect. I know firsthand about that. When my parents split up, I redirected the sadness and the anger into art, into music. Never really dealt with it until I got a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? So for her to be this young and to have to deal with the weight of the world on her shoulders, she doesn't want to lose her mom because she lost her stepdad and her best friend. Think about that. To be a genius and to not be able to save your stepfather who you love and your best friend. And that's why she's so gun-ho on getting all the money she needs to get this suit to protect her family. And I think that's what a lot of people are missing. They missing these real deep, integral pieces because they don't want to face their own trauma. So to see somebody else go through it, they don't want to face it. That's why they missing this right here. A lot of people don't want to deal with this part. And I appreciate you, Mo, for bringing this up because I think it's important for us as a people and everybody really to kind of say, you know what? Yeah, we dealt with the trauma. We got to face this thing head on and realize, you know, that there's people around us that do want to help us and we got to open up to that. You know, she's trying to do it on her own because she's so smart, right? You know, what's the saying? You so smart, you stupid, right? Like you so, you know, into your head that you don't realize that the people around you can really, really help you out. So just like you said, Lawrence, I felt bad for her. This moment with the dad, super touching, reminded me of my dad. Not that I danced for my dad. It just reminded me of my dad. You know what I'm saying? It just reminded me of my pops. And I was just like, wow. So again, shout out to the writers and the directors and the executive producers on this, because I think this is the heart of Ironheart right here. And the realization that she needed, you know what I'm saying, to really move forward.
Yeah. So, you know, the mother just trying to be there for her. She said flight or fright, and she said you got to fight something like that. She said you got to do the less F is fight, like, and I will fight with you, and that's important. So it was good to, you know, to see that her mom is still there, even though Riri was getting on my nerves a little bit with the mom, with the whole attitude and like shutting her out. But I understand you like feel like you got the weight on your shoulders, but you got to deal with the trauma.
Yeah.
That got you spiraling on this path to create this suit. Yeah, so I'm just, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ronnie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ronnie.
This is good
Mama
stuff.
Ronnie.
Good stuff. That's what makes this show great. To me. That's what makes the show great. You're touching the human side of it all. This is not just a superhero joint. This is like real life trauma we go through that we gotta get past and get through and work on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think Riri finally realized, you know, after this whole crash and burn moment, she had to finally turn to her mama for help, for assistance.
Yeah.
It's like you keep running and running, running. Eventually, you are going to trip, and that's what we saw with Riri, where she had to come out to the mom, and the mom was trying her best. You know what I'm saying? We did through the episodes where the mom's like, "If you want me to help you, I can. I just need you to open up. I just need you to open up." But Riri was being stubborn, being hard headed, figuring out she can save the entire world on her own. And sometimes you do need a partner in crime. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do need a Robin to look after you. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm a mother, so I know. I'm like, so I felt Mama Ronnie on that. So we moves on to Riri's magic infused suit. So we know she's now after what Ezekiel did to her suit. So we got the crew. And you know, they making a magic infused suit. At first she was just making a regular suit trying to deal with the AI of it all. And she realized she got to fight magic with magic. So she needed infinite power source and whatever, and she just realized magic on magic. So we have Zelma coming in with the whole magic of it all, and you see the little boy. He said his tab is $600. I'm like, come on, hustle, you a hustler.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. And you know, the mama bought the car back, the Barracuda. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so sweet.
Yeah.
And then when they got the suit together, and then Zelma said magic is a mutual exchange. It's gonna come at a cost. And we see what the cost was, which was AI Melody. So she is devastated. Riri is devastated because she's trying to get AI Natalie back, because that's like, even though she was made on accident, she is still bring comfort to her of her being around her best friend. So what are y'all thoughts on this Riri magic infused suit?
I could say this right here. This suit was nicely tailored. And Jay, you know what I'm about to talk about when I mentioned this right here between men. You know how you get a dress shirt from Walmart versus getting a dress shirt from Men's Warehouse? This suit right here, nice tailored. It was perfect. It was sleek. I love the magic infused suit. Personally, I thought it was amazing. Oh, and I want to say this right. I forgot to mention this right. I should have said this in my video as well, but I didn't. But you see that picture with the community? You know it is. You know how it is. Like they have everybody there. The little boy, Riri,
Mm-hmm.
and the parents. The girl with the magic. Can't think of her name right now. From Stranger
Selma.
Selma. The entire community surrounding Riri. Right. They let her know that she's not in it alone. That's another one of the shots I love the entire time when it's getting this magic suit together.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Oh
Same.
yeah. Oh yeah. Love the suit. Suit was fire to me. That's the best suit, period. Like the best suit was fire. Um Going off of what you said as far as the community, Xavier coming to grips with the fact that he still didn't like the AI, but if it's gonna work for her and that's what's gonna help her, then fine. You know what I'm saying? He had to come to that's his sister, that's his blood sister. Imagine your blood sister or brother coming back and talking to
Mm-mm.
you. Like that's wild. You know what I'm saying? So he had to go
Right.
away, think about it, and he realized if this is helping her, go ahead and do what you got to do. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Yeah, man,
And she
this
also
was
left a note. Remember
yeah, that
the
too.
Star
That
Trek?
too.
They was
Oh,
quoting
the Star
Star
Trek.
Trek.
Yeah,
You're
Star
right.
Trek. Can y'all do that? Can y'all do that
Mm-hmm.
shit? Yeah, I can't do that.
I
I
don't know
can't do
about that. I don't know about that right now.
do this though. Do this. Do this. Yeah, see. Come
Yay.
on. You need practice. But nah. I like their relationship. Another thing I wanted to say real quick
Go ahead.
is that I love how they're not leaning into the love side of it. And when I say love, I'm talking
Right.
about her interest in Xavier's. I love how they stick into the story and they're not basing, because a lot of times they're like, oh, we got to put in the love part. We got to put in the love interest. Nah, stick to the story. That's what I love about Tanaka Hodge, who wrote it. He stuck to the story. We got
Mm-hmm.
little glimpses of it.
Yeah, we know they ain't like. We
Right.
know
They
they ain't like.
exactly. And I love how they kind of like just kept the story moving. We ain't have to deal with that now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But her losing Natalie, boy, man. Like
I like Natalie.
I like
AI
Natalie
Natalie.
too. I love Natalie. You know what I'm saying? Like she added the spunk, the fire, the comedy to it. You know what I'm saying? And she calmed her
For
down.
AI.
Like, right. And she let Xavier know, like, this is a construct of the, my unconscious mind of me just
Right.
projecting her into, all of that. So yeah, man, I really enjoyed this process. I love seeing Zelva on the roof doing the whole whatever, drawing whatever, drawing whatever
Like
she was
drawing
drawing
some
on the
ruins or
roof. Like she
symbols.
was on the
Yeah.
roof. I was
Ceiling.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, yo, like she's dope. I can't wait to see what she does too.
And I
But
like how
yeah.
that little boy is so like he is so Chicago. Like seeing that it does not phase the little boy. Okay.
Right.
He just reached up, gave her lunch.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Like
Whatever going on.
whatever, right? It's like you bring coffee, and then he gave him apple juice. He's like, so disrespectful. I like Landon too. Hopefully, somehow, some way, we work him into the Young Avengers. Somehow, some way.
Yeah, he's dope. I like them.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, like earlier when Xavier and Riri fell out and he tossed the little wrist bracelet, I was like, oh no, he in danger. I thought he was gonna be in danger, y'all. I'm glad to see that Parker and the crew did not come after them.
Yeah.
Well, it came in handy, right? Because that took care of the twins or the blood siblings, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's been a long time for me.
Hey, Tamika.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yes, we lost AI Natalie. Parker Robbins and his daddy issues. Okay, we see that Ezekiel try to run, trying to get away. He was trying to leave town. Then Parker rolled up, said, "Oh, where are you going?" Oh no. And then at first he was trying to do something to the neighbor flowers, and the power, it was like and yeah, so he is controlled. So it's like, get in the car. So get your butt in the car. And Winter's to this property that we see. It's like a mansion behind the gate, and he opened the gate and he controlling Ezekiel to, harm these security guys. And turned out to be his pops, man. Arthur Robbins. And tell him to sign the papers because he want artworks, which is owned by his daddy. And they also did a flashback to him and John breaking into at one point in time. And so I knew it had to be his dad. The way the first time they did that flashback with John, the way he know where things was, and he knew I'm like, wait a minute, who house is this? And then we see who it is like, and then this is the kicker. I wasn't mad after I found out the dad kicked him out at 12 years old. Said, and I decided we need to go our separate ways at 12. And then when his mom died, he was acting out, and you know how to deal with it. I was like, okay, I could turn a blind eye to that. I'll be like, okay, if you do what you have to do. But he didn't unalive him. He did sign the papers and get out of the house. So he got the house and got the company artworks, and the rest of his he got controlling of the other companies that they decided to, that we saw earlier with the heist, with the tunnel, and what's the other company name? I forgot. Brandon, whatever. Oh. Well, we saw some of them on the heist, so that's why he was going after those big heads of the companies. So yeah, what are y'all thoughts of this whole Parker Robbins and daddy issues thing?
Listen, if my dad kicked me out when I was 12, when I'm on the streets or at a foster home, whatever it may be, I may have some smoke for my daddy as well. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it up. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, I wasn't mad at Parker. I knew he wasn't going to kill his dad. But again, it's just a lot of resentment he had towards his daddy at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Jack? Yeah. So the Marvel nerds came. I saw a couple of reviews, and the Marvel nerds came through, and they said, technically, okay, he doesn't own anything because anybody that signs a contract under duress, it's null and void. And I'm like, dude, this is a fictional story, bro. Like, right. Just roll with it. What is wrong with y'all here? Technically, let's shut that. You ruining the moment, yo. Anyway, I just had to point that out. But yo, this dude is terrible. This dad is awful. Yo, he's the worst. How you gonna kick your kid out at 12? Nah. I can't rock with that. I cannot rock with that. Period. Whether he got issues or not, get him to a therapist. Get him, you know what I'm saying? Get him the help. You got the money. Like, get him some help. Like, you kick him out, you're gonna suffer something. You're gonna suffer something. He should have just, I don't know, he should have did something. Like, it was weak to me. He should have bopped him over the head or something. I don't know. I'm not a violent guy. I don't condone violence. Okay. But now he's sitting on the throne. Now he got all the food that he wants and all this and that. He said, yeah, you're going to live like a king. That's what the guy that we're going to introduce at the end said. Mm-hmm. You're going to live like a king, right? But he's still sad and blue because he pretty much got rid of his whole crew. Like, we ain't mentioned that. He got rid of the whole crew, remember? When they were just
family right there in the corner. They said bye because they approaching, Clown did.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's like, and Clown said, hey, did you take out Stewart? Did you take out Stewart? And he was like, yo, whatever. Don't question me. You know what I'm saying? Acting like he the king, end all be all, right?
And then trying to choke out Slug.
Yeah.
Like, yo.
Yeah. He went crazy.
I didn't get that right there. I'm like, why are you choking that person out? Why you not choking?
Well, the cake, and he growling.
It's the demon.
Body, but
he started to growl. I was like, yo, what is going on?
Yeah.
He was scared me, Mo. You scared me with that.
Sorry.
He was moving different, but he's like, listen, I got the most powerful android that I have right now. Who cares about a crew? This android can do anything I want it to do, literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, daddy issues. Let's move on. He is here.
Finally.
The man, the myth.
Big dog is here. The big dog has finally arrived.
Yeah.
So as like I said, there was a flashback with John and Parker when they're at the house. the security, they ran out, they split up, and then he ran into this mysterious person, this mysterious devil of a man. Offer him, get him a opportunity, get him some options, okay, for us going into that restaurant, pizzeria, Desperado, whatever it's called, which is kind of fitting because it's like desperate exit.
Yeah.
He went through the door.
Esperato.
Yeah, so he gave him an offer because it's just, he was like I said, he was like desperate. I think Parker was desperate, and he builds on people insecurities, and so he went through the door. They eating. He said, "Families, it's a lively place than what we see in present time. Okay, it's a lively place. You know, families there, and then they just talking, and yeah. So he talking about Parker's potential, and he said, he asked the question, what is your most desires or something, and Parker said he want to be rich, dirty, filthy, nasty, rich, or whatever. He want to be like a king, like you said, Jay, when him and John was talking. And then he asked him, "What's in this for you?" He said, "What's in this for you?" And it's something you won't even miss, which is your soul. I'm like, I think I will miss that. But
yeah. Like, how do I function in this
he didn't
world
say
without
soul,
my soul?
but that's what I got up. I'm like,
yeah,
you talk the soul. Like,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. He said he gonna give him the tools, and he said, ask him if he got a deal. Cause he also in his mind as well. So he kind of know what he wants. So he gonna give him the tools to get him to live his best life as a king or what have you. So he left the cape as well. Shook hands, left the cape, ate some pizza, and the rest is history with these two. And then eventually he did call him later. Because you see those scarrings is going to his face now.
Mm-hmm.
So like, ugh.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What are y'all thoughts on the man being here? Let's just
Well. Mephisto has finally arrived. We have been waiting for this devil of a person since Agatha. We heard his name mentioned Agatha. We heard his name mentioned with Scarlet Witch in her show.
uh-huh.
I was literally on the tip of my tongue. But Scarlet Witch in her show, he's finally here. Now with these deals, there's going to be a sacrifice, right? And I really do believe the sacrifice was his boy John, right? He's going to give you everything you want, but there is going to be a sacrifice. It's on you to decide which way you want to go.
Okay, Jay, are you excited?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. It's like I said, it's about time. We thought that he was going to come in WandaVision.
Yeah.
And he didn't. And we were disappointed. Yes, I know I was. I had to speak for myself. I was disappointed because I was just like, okay, is he gonna come? Is Doctor Strange gonna come? Very disappointed then.
Somebody else came.
And I'm happy now. I'm happy now. The only thing that I don't want to happen, and somebody else mentioned this, and I'm gonna bring it up here, is that I don't want him to be introduced and we don't see him again.
Yes.
Hercules was introduced. We ain't see Hercules.
We can go down the list, Jay.
There's a whole list of people who's like,
go down the list.
We're excited. We don't ever see him again.
Scratch.
Like, either a movie or not. And then we see a new character that we didn't even ask for. It's like, why you ain't bring back these other characters that you introduced? You know what I'm saying? So I hope they don't waste Mephisto. We're excited. I'm excited about it. Thank you for bringing this magic in the door. Of course, all of this is leading up to, and I think a lot of folks have said this, all of this is leading up to Doomsday and Doctor Doom, of mixing magic and tech together, so I just, please don't waste them. Please bring them back. There was a scene that I saw somewhere online. I think they played it somewhere in another country, but he was actually in his devil face and devil suit in the whole nine.
Yeah, you know
And
they have like different versions out
yeah,
there.
you know, they be like doing their own little trailers or whatever that never make the movie or never make the TV series. But it was like Mephisto in his devil outfit with his red face turning around saying, "You have something that is of mine." And then everybody went crazy in the movie theater. It wasn't like some either Peru or Spain or something. It was Spanish people, I know.
Yeah, sometimes those they get different cuts.
Different cuts. Yeah. So that got them excited. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, we're gonna see him like that version. That's gonna be crazy. But him making his deals, and when he came back, he had a different accent. It's like,
Yep.
oh, your accent is different. Well, I make deals with a lot of different people. So he's making deals.
He
Some
been
people,
making his rounds. Sir.
yeah, he makes his rounds, and some people take the deals and some people don't. Right. So, you know, he's like, let me give it to somebody who really appreciates it. Right.
You see him rolling my eyes.
And you already know he already had plans to get at Riri, you know what I'm saying, with this thing. So I'm excited for Mephisto. Please don't waste him. What up, Buck Stores? Please don't waste him. Please make sure he comes back somewhere, somehow, in some type of capacity, because if you waste him, I'm done, yo. I'm done.
I really don't think. I think this is the one case where Marvel is not going to waste this character. And Jay, speaking of deals, shout out to New Rock Stars. There's a YouTube channel, big YouTube channel. They have a video out that I was watching last night. Y'all can check it out. They was talking about some of the characters that they believe that Mephisto may have made deals with. So if you're interested in that, check that out. It's very, very dope. It's a bunch of theories because we don't know who. But remember, he said he made deals with presidents and other people like that. So very, very video if y'all can check it out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he made deals with the good, the bad, everybody, like people who you would be like, really?
I think he named some of them in this episode.
Did he?
Then he said William Shakespeare and
yeah, he said Shakespeare.
Ringo.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like more so like heroes that we know and love.
Oh yeah, well in the MCU.
Yeah, in the MCU.
Okay, yeah, I could. Yeah, oh yeah, I could definitely see that, man.
Because I know where we going to as far as the end of this, right? We've all seen it, but ones that we know and love, like be Captain America, Steve Rogers. Who knows?
Maybe Killmonger.
Maybe come back. You never know.
Wakanda forever.
That's why I love this thing, because they could do anything with it. I just don't waste them. Just don't waste them.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So this was the showdown. She got her suit, her magical infused suit, and she went to the pizzeria. So she went to go, confront Parker. Then she is met with Ezekiel. She see that he's out, and she also scanned his body, see that he's being controlled. And she said she can help him. And they was fighting. He's trying to, he keeps saying sorry. He's trying to control. I just yo, he know he can't control his own body. So he keeps trying to attack her. And then she said, I'm going to kick you in the groin. And then she put a thing to I guess restart him so he can get out of Parker's control. And so she does this, in my opinion, because she's guilty for getting him in trouble and all of this with the whole mesh skin thing she left behind and got him arrested. So she's willing to, help him. But like he said, he has $1 billion and all that anger pent up, so it's not over. He let it be known it's not over.
And that makes me wonder, and maybe I'm getting too far ahead of myself in my theories personally, but when you said that right there, it just makes me wonder about a season 2. When he says it's not over, like he still got smoke for Riri Williams. I can't see them facing off. I can't see him being in Doomsday because I'm like, that would even fit him. You know what I'm saying? So that's what if we would get a season 2 with him and Riri going at it. That's just my theory. I think we will hopefully get the Ironheart season 2. They will go at it once again.
Yeah, I think
they got to use him. Go ahead,
I think he is definitely going to come back. What up, Buck Stars? He's asked, will we get a season 2? And like I said earlier, The writer said if we keep watching it, and of course the watch numbers, the views on the show, if we keep watching the show, then Disney will see that and be like, oh well, we got a lot more viewers. They're still watching it. We might as well do a season 2. It may be in the can, or they may just put that in there for the opportunity for him to be, if not Doomsday, then Secret Wars or something else. You know what I'm saying? But he's definitely going to come back. Will he be a formidable enemy? I don't think so. I think he'll be just like a side enemy, like yeah, you on the side type of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Will he get stronger? Who knows? Who knows what he's gonna do? Who knows how advanced it's gonna go? Who knows what he can upload into his, android part of his body. So
Right.
but yeah, she felt bad about getting him in jail. It's like they help each other. It's weird. It's a weird relationship that they have,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like she helped him gain the confidence to not get pushed around. He helped her as far as getting her suit going.
Mm-hmm.
Now he went turned around and spared her life,
Mm-hmm.
right? Then turn
Mm-hmm.
around. Now he gets himself in trouble because he voice activated. He's basically like Alexa to Parker. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
Ezekiel jump, and he was jumping. Remember, he was jumping. I was like, yo. So, and now she saved him again. So they kind of go back and forth and helping each other out. So I don't know what that's really called, but their relationship is going to be a weird type of relationship,
Yeah.
So
And like you said, we always have Atlantis.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I ain't gonna sing.
Thank you.
Yeah, so she went up to Parker. Parker is like a rabid dog. Okay, he is turning. The things is growing all over him. It's just getting worse and worse. And she's trying to get this cape off him, get the cape from him, and she got this magic infused suit now. And then it's like at one point it seemed like he got the upper hand on her because he broke her suit apart or whatever, and then it's turned out to be an AI. It's a mirage of her on her knees, and he said, "Bow," and then nothing happened. Psych, snatched that cape off of him.
I thought that was dope. I honestly, at first she had me because I was like, you did all this work to get this suit together, and then you tell it to self-destruct. What the hell's going on? Like, she got me. You know what I'm saying? She got me and she got Parker. So when he shot, it was like, boo, and it was like, you like that illusion, right? Bam. I was like, oh, it was cool. I thought it was dope. You know what I'm saying? Buck's dog crazy.
Another time, but thoughts.
So I thought it was dope. I thought the AI and the magic, that was magic. That was chaos magic right there. That was a straight, Doctor Strange, Scarlet Witch moment, and I was like, that's dope. I love, I don't know if you had that picture or not, but I love when he disappeared before they started the battle, and then he had the whole circles around her, and then she took it and bam, slammed it on the floor, and it just made him reappear. I was like, that's fire.
Right.
Fire graphics. Yeah, the CGI.
I know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm.
It was fire to me. I love this battle right here.
Right.
Yeah, it was another good one. Yeah.
He thought about him going invisible, that he would have the upper hand. But then, like you said, Jay, when she slapped that floor and all that magic started going slow motion, I was like, yo, how are y'all hating on this show like that?
Right.
Song right there blew me away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, y'all are tripping. Like, yeah, the first half was rocky, but the second half, like I knew it was going to be, the second half was amazing. Second half was fire.
Right.
Yeah. That first part and the illusion, like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Anybody hating on the show, they just hating because they just hating. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Right.
Yeah, so he is stripped from the cape, and he said it hurts. So now he got to deal with your trauma and everything that follows up to it.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I thought it was deeper than that when he said it hurts, because everything that he's done with that cape is connected to him through those veins. So to be disconnected from the power and disconnected from what got him where he, I guess, wanted to be to get back at his dad, to get, whatever wealth back. It's like she stripped all that away in that one swoop of the cape. Like everything that he worked for, it really hurt him. You know what I'm saying? On an emotional level, psychological level, all those levels. Because without it, just like he said, without the cape, I'm nothing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Psychological. This is very psychological if you really dig deep into it.
What he was feeling before he got the cape. It's
Yeah.
like he revert back to the 12-year-old that got kicked out.
There you go. There you go. That trauma. Yep. All of that.
So, Miss Riri, met the man.
Jeez. The
With the
demon. You said the
plan.
man, the demon.
Look, the man with the plan. the devil himself.
Yes.
So this whole scene went down. Is this real? Is this a fantasy? Because some people like, nah, this can't be. Some people like, oh no, she actually shook his hand. It looked like that. Then they do a cut, and then we get like a future time jump or what have you of her writing down some codes and stuff like that, trying to figure out some things. And then we see Natalie appear, and then this turned out to be the real Natalie because she muffed her her head. So it's like, oh no, did she take it? Or he just playing with her mind. He showed her what she can get if you make a deal.
But
and he asked the same question: "Would your most desire like?" And she said, "What's in this for you? It's something you won't even miss." And then when she hugged the real Natalie, then we see the. I was like,
"Yeah,
this better be a fantasy." So, what are y'all thoughts on this? Is it real or is it a fantasy? Go ahead, Lawrence.
I think it's real. I think it's real. But did y'all also see the part when they're sitting at the table, right? It seems like Mephisto can also read minds, right? Because he was like, He kept like just like he's like he was reading, you know what I'm saying? Like what she was missing when it came to Natalie, and that's why he was like, I can give you your heart's desire. You know what I'm saying? And from there, we know what goes down, like you said, Mo, because we saw the marks on the arm, and you know what that means because Parker had those same marks that was starting to develop with him. I'm like, yo, Riri, are you sure you really want to do this deal? You really want to do this deal? But she's going to do it.
Yeah, that was one of my I know you effing line scenes for me.
Oh,
that's
and
what I was saying.
I gotta mention this part right here. Did y'all see the Get Out reference whenever he was at the table stirring the tea around with a spoon? Did y'all catch that by Jordan Peele, the Get Out reference right there?
And then we saw image, his real image.
His real image of his red face.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
so this is real. She did take the deal. Not only, just to bounce off of what you're saying, Lawrence, not only does he read minds, but he inserts and infuses what she wants and twists, right? She twists her mind into what she really wants to see. He'll put that in her mind to make her, well, to kind of push her to make a decision, to make a deal. That's what the devil does, right? I'm saying the author of all confusion, right? So yeah, man, I was just like you, Mo. Like, I know what the hell on, what is going on? Like, what you taking to deal with this dude? Are you serious? But then it's like, man, this was hard for me to watch because I'm like, okay, you beat him. Don't join forces with the devil. Don't do it. And she just cares about her best friend so much. You know, I wonder if it's just Natalie. You know what I'm saying? Did he just bring back Natalie? Are we gonna see Gary again? Is Gary gonna be back too? Or is it just Natalie? I mean, I know that was her best friend. She was closest to her.
Right.
So no, but yeah, I this is definitely not a fantasy. And yeah, that the little veins popping off on that told us everything. So my question to you is, like, with all that being said, because we at the end, and I know you're gonna get to the end credit scenes, but my question is, are we gonna see Ironheart again as a villain? Because she made a deal with the devil, and now she has the magic suit, the magic powers. Who knows if now the hood is infused into the suit now? What do y'all think?
So I did see that one picture. There was a picture that was circulating online where, and maybe I'd be looking at too deep, but the hood was on the back of the Ironheart suit. I saw that. So, like
Mm.
I said, Jay, could she be a potential villain? Like, what era are we going to see Riri Williams in? You know what I'm saying? She has
Yeah.
the hair going right now, right? And there's a comic book with her. I forgot the name of the comic. It's like one of her origin comics, but it's a comic book with her, but the natural hair. She has on a red sleeve
I know something. Mm-hmm.
shirt. That kind of makes me wonder about that right there. Are they going to go into a direction like that? But it remains to be seen. I with the cloak being on the suit, I can't see her. Maybe the magic is so powerful where she won't turn a villain. That's the only thing I could think of.
I think because her suit is magic, can manipulate it. Unless Zelma come to the rescue. But let's Buck thoughts for the super chat. It's definitely real and it fits with what Riri character. She so tore up over grief that she would do anything to get Nat back. That's why she built the suit in the first place.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Salute, my guy. Appreciate the super chat, my guy. Yeah, you got one. Yeah. Yeah, it's this is why I love this show. And I say love now. I watched it over last night. Okay. I love it because it's not just black and white. There's a lot of complexities to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And to think about it is really a human experience because a lot of people who turn bad used to be good. You know what I'm saying? And some people who were bad, you know what I'm saying, turn good. So it's like you dealing with that duality of good and evil and the decisions that we make and whether those decisions are going to come with prices. And every decision that we make in real life does come with a price. Does come with a sacrifice, right? Whether that be a good
that's what
or bad.
Zelma said.
Yeah,
she said with magic, it's a mutual exchange. It's going to come with a cost.
And in life, it's the same thing.
So,
go ahead.
I'm not just going to piggyback what you said, Jay. It's going to be sacrifice somewhere with Riri. We don't know what it's going to be or what it's going to look like, but it's going to be some type of sacrifice that is going to come.
Yeah. And that might be her mom and it might be Xavier. Those are the two closest.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree.
They can go so many different places with
Natalie
this.
go.
Yeah, they can go so many different places. That's why they did it. They did it properly. They ended this properly because they can take it in many different directions, which is dope.
They better give Dr.
If they have a season 2 critical thinking, I can see that.
I was going to say they better call up Dr. Strange, see if you can break this soul tie that Riri done created.
That's what I heard. I heard not the Dr. Strange part, but I heard somehow, some way, she finds a way to break her tie with Mephisto.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard.
Could be by the help of Zelma after Zelma went to Strange school.
Could be. You never know.
You never know.
Zelma may have to cook out something strong. She may have to go back way in the books to find something that can break it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. But speaking of Zelma, we got to get to the end credit scene and see what and talk about that.
Yes, before we get to this end credit scene, make sure everyone is subscribed to everyone's channel up here and hit the like button for us. We greatly appreciate it. As we about to end this, talking about the post credit scene. So, guess who was in the neighborhood? By the candy shop / reading shop. I forget what it's called. But the Staten shop, where all things is possible. And he said he there to look. We see Parker. Naked Parker. He don't know what to do. He still got the scars. It's like he still has to wear that. So he still has to deal with that. He said he's looking for some magic. She did a little thing with the candy. And he said, I need some, some supreme, some behind the curtain magic. Okay. Like that behind the curtain. And it kind of left off with that. So what y'all think about this? Like, what is going to happen with Zelma and Parker, the magic of it all?
My thing, how did he know? Maybe I missed something while watching the show, but how did he know about Zelma and this extra strong magic? Because he was like, I don't want that little uh Kitty Magic. I want like the real deal. I'm wondering how did he know about
His crew could have told him. Remember, the crew saw him at the White Castle. Zelma was sitting with Riri eating.
uh,
They could know who she is.
uh
That's on the crew.
gotcha.
You
Okay.
still got Slug, and Slug can research it. Slug can do, very
Mm-hmm.
resourceful. And I mean,
Yeah.
if he gets back with the crew or somebody else that they are going to introduce may have told him.
Mm-hmm. I could
You
see
see
the
what I'm
crew
saying?
telling him before everything
Yeah.
went awry.
He did say somebody told me, about this store, but I see it's just like a candy store, da 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 da. And then he kind of like
Mm-hmm.
saw her anxiousness. She's so anxious. She's like, "Oh,
Mm-hmm.
you want the magic? You want the magic?" Like she's just so anxious to do stuff, man, with the magic, B. I think that's
Yes.
because her mom kind of shelters her a little bit. You remember how she took him into that other realm because when they went to the other
Mm-hmm. To
realm,
Neverish. Yeah.
there you
Uh-huh.
go. He was like, "Don't do any magic without my permission." You know what I'm saying? So, her mother, Miss Stanton, she kind of keeps in a
I
box,
think.
but she's ready to like fly. You know?
Yeah, because I guess the mom knows what kind of magic is out there, and she
Mm-hmm.
does instead of probably just telling her what it is. But how kids are, they gotta. Even when you gotta learn the hard way. Sometimes this is what it is.
I heard the we. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
we.
what I'm like. Yeah,
We.
because I had to think about like, oh yeah, I
Uh,
remember doing some stuff.
yep.
Yeah, so I would love to see this young lady go to Strange Academy, whatever you want to call it, to brush up on her art,
Yeah.
the magic arts of it all. Even though she got her own thing going, but like you said, she might do a mistake one time, do something so big or something so critical that her mom tried to keep her from. So I don't know.
I think Parker with his vengeful mind, he may find a way to manipulate her. Yeah, he used the suit a lot, but he was a criminal before he got the suit.
Right.
That's why Mephisto got to him. So he knows how to
Mm-hmm.
use words and manipulate. And he is so anxious, he's going to see that and feed off of that. That's what vultures do.
Mm-hmm.
They'll see
See
you
an
and be like,
opening. They see an
right, oh,
insecurity.
you want to use magic? Oh, you're not just a little tricking pony? Okay. Well, I'm gonna challenge you to do this. Can you do this? Can you do that? And then that's gonna be to his advantage and not to hers. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to manipulate her. It's not going to turn out good for her. She's going to make a mistake. He's going to gain some type of power. And then mom's going to find out.
I'm need Madeline to like,
Yeah.
girl, where you at?
Yeah.
Like
He made him create a whole nother second version of the cloak that he was wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
With the manipulation that he's about, like you said, Jay, with the manipulation that he's about to do on her.
Now the only person that she really knows because Zelma,
Mm-hmm.
all she knows is Dormammu. Who is to say that she may lead Parker to Dormammu to bargain? I want to bargain like Doctor Strange.
Here we go.
All she knows is Dormammu. She may lead him to Dormammu. Dormammu may give him whatever powers that he needs.
Yeah, she know Dormammu and
you don't know Mephisto yet,
unless she don't know.
Unless Reed tells her,
And now
Caecilius, she know Dormammu and Caecilius.
Right.
And that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping now. With all this talk about Dormammu, Strange, Zelma, that we will get that Strange Academy now. Now I really, really want it. Like I really want it.
Yeah.
Show. Y'all can go ahead and shoot it in the fall of this year. Have it ready for us by next summer. You know what I'm saying? We'll give y'all a couple months to chill. Get your director, get your writers.
Dang, Lawrence.
I'm be generous with Marvel. Just give it to us by the fall of next year. You know what I'm saying? That should be enough time to create a whole show. Y'all got I give y'all 8 months to do it, man. Kevin Feige, what we gonna do, baby? What we gonna do?
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen, bro. I don't think it's. I would love it. I'm with you, but I don't think it's gonna happen because they still trying to figure out Doomsday.
Yeah, I know.
They don't even got writers for Doomsday, so it's like, bruh, like
yikes.
Y'all saying this is gonna come out and y'all don't got the writers? Like, what are you doing? You just gonna do it on the fly? You're gonna film and then write as you anyway, that's a whole different story. But shout out to Buck's Thoughts. He did bring up Wong, the sorcerer, the real sorcerer supreme.
Wongers.
He's the sorcerer supreme. So we gotta don't forget Wong, you know.
Wongers. We call him Wongers.
Okay, Wongers.
Shout out to Wong.
Yeah, shout out to Juan. So that was pretty much it, y'all. We went through episodes 4 through 6. We talk it through, and
good job.
We talk about post credit scene. We talked about it all, and the devil himself showed up.
Yeah.
So
that's what the devils wanted. The devils, you finally got your devil master. He's here.
Yeah.
We want the devils. He's here now. So what you don't complain no more. Okay.
Yeah. So I thoroughly enjoyed the series, and hopefully get a season 2. And I'm gonna be dumb. I'm gonna be one of the dumb ones, hoping that it was all a fantasy. It was all a dream.
Yeah.
Okay. With the whole reread and this whole deal. Like, I'm gonna be one of those ones, like in Delulu land, because I don't want it to be true.
You don't want it to be true. You don't want her to be down with
now,
Mephisto.
that's the line. Riri, you in danger, girl. That is one of the lines.
Right. That should have been this episode. DG, you in danger. Like this last episode should have been that title, right? Yeah. Yeah. Now, it was dope though. I felt this. Words? Yeah, okay, last words. I really, as I'm watching it over and over and over, I keep noticing new things. You know how you find new things?
Mm-hmm.
And they really went deep when it came down to just the human experience. And like I said, I think a lot of people who pretty much was pricked in the heart and they've been pressing down their feelings and emotions and their trauma for years. This is bringing it back up, and that's where they're getting uncomfortable, and that's why they're saying, "Oh, this sucks. This is trash." This is because they don't want to deal with their own trauma. Mm-hmm. So the what's that? I think you responded to it, Lawrence, the comment earlier about how Disney sells on emotions and feeds it, sells it back to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, but that's the making of a good film. That's the making of a good movie, to actually get you to understand the relatability of it, right? If you don't connect with it and it's not relatable, how good is it? If it doesn't connect, it has to connect. Disconnected on a lot of different levels. I'm going to bump my rating up to a 9 as well on this one. As we have gone through it this time, I'm going to bump it up to a 9. Bump it up to a 9. Yeah.
Any last words, Lawrence, to report?
For me, the overall series, I think it was. If I had to give a rating, I thought it was. For me, it was a solid. I was trying to decide, but for me, it was a solid 8. I'm invested in the show. I knew the second half of the show was going to pick up. It's just like the first part of the show, but just so much to try to get going off the ground, the world building, yada yada yada. Second half really picked up. And it made me love the show even more. You know what I'm saying? I liked it before, but then now I really, really love Ironheart. So, man, I just want a season 2. I'm hoping. I know Disney and Marvel, I know they're putting all of their eggs into Secret Wars right now and Doomsday. And I know the rest of Slate is only like 2 shows as far as Disney Plus, the rest of the remainder of this year. I'm hoping for a season 2 of Ironheart. So y'all keep watching, man. Y'all keep watching. Keep running those numbers up, because that's the only way we'll get a season 2. Because if we're not watching, Disney, you'll see that deadline article. You know when that deadline article come through, it's going to say Ironheart canceled or Ironheart renewed for season 2. So the ball's in our court.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes. So I believe Ironheart series is the end of phase 5, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that. So it's the end of the phase 5. So that's cool. And that with a bang, right?
Yeah.
And I'm glad to hear that it's doing numbers. And people came around to it and not ignored all the negativity. So it's definitely up from here for Ironheart. I love this show. It's one of the ones up there if I had to rank. one of the ones is the top 3 for me. In my top 3, I'm not gonna tell y'all my top 3, but it's in the top 3 for me. So that's all I'm gonna say. Do y'all have anything else going on y'all channel this coming weekend? Y'all like to share with the people to check out on your channels? Jay?
Yeah. The Shy and BMF. And the Shy is going crazy right now. So yeah, I did a reaction video. Checked after that, and I got a whole bunch of reaction shorts because one of the main characters, no spoilers, but one of the main characters got popped. And if you haven't seen the show already, then yeah, go watch the show and then go see my reaction because this is wow. Crazy stuff is going on in the Shy. And then even on BMF, crazy stuff. It's actually turning up a little bit. So I'm getting a little bit more excited about it because they're finally getting to the action and the drama that we need. So definitely check out, my reaction to BMF and the Shy. And stay tuned. Keep it locked. VKJ TV on all social media platforms. Lock in with your boy. And yeah, look out for more morning walks, entertainment talk, as well as I'm out there just getting my fitness on. You know what I mean? And you may see me in the pool again. Maybe. We'll see.
Okay.
Keep it locked.
Lawrence.
Yes. I did my final review of these last 4 episodes of Ironheart, so be sure to check that out on my channel. Last week I was also on a panel with a bunch of other black men discussing Black Panther. I'll be sharing that video on Monday. #recast T'Challa. We need a brother in the suit. We do not want T'Challa Jr. We want the actual actor, either Damson or Aldis, hopefully, to play the Black Panther. And speaking of superheroes and stuff like that, Superman, I know we talk about Marvel, but Superman coming out. So your boy will be at the theaters watching Superman this week coming up. I can't wait for that. And yeah, that's really all I got right now. I have Superman coming out, and we'll see what's going to happen. Oh, and BMF, like me and Mo discussing earlier. Shout out to Jay for bringing this up. Speaking of BMF, I will be doing a season review. I'm watching as well, but I'll be doing a season review, a totality review of BMF whenever the season ends. So be on the lookout for that.
Yes. And for me, same thing like what Lauren said with the whole BMF. I'm doing the whole season recap. I am watching. I just can't do it individually episodes. But also, I plan on talking about Divorce Sisters, Tyler Perry Divorce Sisters, episode 1 through 5. I caught up. I'm planning on talking about 1 through 5. And also, Tyler Perry Sisters, they're coming back July 16th. So, yeah, we will be back with this whole sisters of it all. That should be interesting. And yeah, that's it for now. Talk Beyond the Gates. Probably do a video, the Black Soap. So just make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload or go live. Okay, and we are out of here. We'll see y'all next time.